Hello and welcome to Monkey Knife Fight Live, folks. I'm Connor Rowntree, and today we're joined by Tyler May, and that means we're talking MLB baseball. And Team A, Monkey Knife Fight, is back with $25,000 for their home run blast. We're going to get right into it with the home run blast, obviously. Team A, what are you looking for today on the home run blast? And also, how are you?
Another Yankee win last night, so cannot complain.
What is that, 12 in a row?
12 in a row, not since 1960. So, just want Jason to keep opening his mouth about the Yankees. That'd be fantastic. So for the home run blast, for the main games, I'm looking at Marcus Simeon as my first pick. He's at 2.3 total bases today, and he's facing Matt Manning. So Manning's not really a high strikeout starting pitcher at this point, and he is vulnerable to the home run ball. So that looks really good. And my second guy is Eloy Jimenez. He's also coming in at 2.3. And
back-to-back weeks with Eloy.
Yeah, they're playing the Cubs, and they're playing Keegan Thompson. So I've never even heard of that guy. So that's fantastic. Definitely going to Eloy there.
Oh, well, you got to love the good picks. And I'm gonna fade towards Salvador Perez. Something about this catcher, man, the best catcher in baseball for the better part of a decade, actually. He has the most home runs in the catcher position since 2011. And he just added 5 more over the past 7 days. So when the guy's hot, you got to ride with the hot hand. Teammate, where does Salvador Perez come in on MySpari? Oh, well, maybe we'll save that one for the later slate then.
Sal's playing Seattle, and we have him at 2.1 total bases, so that's definitely a good pick.
Nice. So we're off to a good start with Salvador Perez. Where does Yordan Alvarez come in? He's been mashing as of late. 4 home runs in the last 7 days, over the last 7 days, over the last week, and obviously had one in his last game last night. So where does he come in on MySpari?
So he's actually in my my late games home run blast, and he's coming in at 2.1 total bases. So definitely a solid target there.
Yeah, I guess I was fading the later guys off the bat there. Sorry, Jason, keeping you on your toes there. So I like Yordan Alvarez, as I said, and I like that Team A had Yordan Alvarez. So obviously, always a confidence boost. And then I like Salvador Perez in that late slate. Team A. Anyone else you want to add in the late slate? There's a few Yankees playing. They've been a little hot as of late. Any Yankees you want to put in there?
So I have Giancarlo Stanton in the night games. He's just red hot, and facing Sean Manaea, who is a lefty, so he's got that solid matchup. We have him at 1.7. So probably not the highest probability pick, but given his latest streak, I think Giancarlo Stanton's a fantastic play.
Well, if we switch back to the early games there, those are a great 3 for the late games. Yeah, I love how we're keeping Jason on his toes. Coming in with the Yankees. Oh, you're completely keeping up, but it's funny that we got you on your toes with the Yankees. Dipping back and forth between multiple home run blasts. The good news is we got that late one covered, and I think those are 3 solid picks. But shifting back to the early games, here's a little bump for you, Jason. A little extra juice in your coffee this morning. Pete Alonso, he's the guy that I'm looking for. He's riding like over 11 game hit streak, I believe. He got a home run last night, so he's in good form. And then obviously he had 2 home runs back-to-back games on the 20th and the 21st. So let's put Pete Alonso in there. And yeah, he seems to be Espino. I think that's a good matchup for him. Team A, how does Pete Alonso match up on MySpari?
So Pete comes in at 1.98. But you did mention his current hot streak, and facing Nats pitching, so that's probably a good matchup for him. He's facing Espino. So
Espino. That's what. Just Espino. He throws hard, but not too much movement on those pitches. And a guy like Pete Alonso been around the league. I mean, he's been seeing the ball 11 straight games with a hit, and then plus 3 home runs over the last little bit. Yeah, look, I'll take Pete Alonso. I think that's the veteran play, the safe bet. You know me. I like to do the digging on the veteran side and look at those matchups. Teammate, anyone else that you're looking for in the home run blast, maybe an alternate or just someone that the people at home could keep an eye on?
So definitely a name that you probably don't know that stands out in the model is Frank Schwindel. Now he may sound like a German sausage, but he definitely stands out in the total bases department at almost 2.4 total bases.
Wow. Reference of the day going to Team A. I gotta recover after that one. Is there any alternates? Pardon me. Oh my goodness, man, you got me. Are there any alternates for the later games that you'd be looking at?
Oh goodness. Trey Turner, he looks really good against Colorado. We have him at 2.07 total bases, so that's a solid guy for the night games. And then Matt Olson facing Garrett Cole. Probably a night where Matt Olson strikes out a good bit, but Garrett Cole does give up the home run ball, so he looks pretty good as well. Yeah,
well, when you throw that hard, if anyone gets wood on it, it's bound to bounce and go far. So just for a recap there, Jason, so for the main games, I liked Pete Alonso. I believe Team A. Who were your main game picks again? You had Elroy Jimenez in there again.
Mm-hmm. Eloy and Marcus Simeon.
Marcus Simeon, gotta love it. Obviously, Blue Jay guy, big fan. Good picks. Folks, it's a minimum $5 entry, and that is the key to remember for the home run blast if you want to get in to win your share of the $25,000. Over 30 winners last week, so make sure you get in to win. The big boys are swinging well. The boys of summer, they are. Now, let's go back to the late games and do a quick rundown of those as well for everyone watching, because we were bouncing around a bit there. Now, I believe we both had Yordan Alvarez, Salvador Perez, and then you were fading Giancarlo Stanton. And then I think, he's on the night games. Okay, interesting. He mentioned he also did mention Matt Olson. I mean, you got Shohei Ohtani to work with on that slate. There's some pretty good options.
Yeah, Ohtani and Tatis come in at second and third in the model, so they definitely look really good.
And there you go, folks. Ohtani's just leading the league in home runs, and Tatis is getting red hot as the Padres are trying to keep pace in that unbelievable West division. That division out there in the NL is something else. All right, folks, you know the drill. We just went over at $5. That's what you need to get in to win your share of the $25,000. I cannot stress that enough. Go down, hit submit, and you're in to win. All right, Team A, here comes the fun part of the show where you go off on your rapid fire tangents. You're like an old gunslinger. You got the German sausage references. Now we're entering the OK Corral with the rapid fire. Team A, take it away.
Okay. So we can go to the main games and a rapid fire 4 out of 4. And so we got Nola against Shane McClanahan, who's got the bonus. I'm taking McClanahan, with the bonus. It comes relatively close, so I'll lean on the bonus there. Nola's been really volatile as well, so he could very well just not do well today. So I'm taking Bryce Harper. We have him projected for more hits and walks in the model over Brantley, so even with the bonus, it just looks great. I'm taking Brandon Lau over Nelson Cruz. They both grade out about the same in the model for total bases, and Lau's got the bonus. And then I'm taking Kevin Gausman against Steven Matz. Gausman does not have the bonus, but definitely more talented and a higher probability than Steven Matz is.
Yeah, Steven Matz doesn't throw too many pitching strikeouts. His game has turned around as of late. He's looked pretty good, but he's definitely not a strikeout pitcher. Jason, he probably knows that real well as a former Met. Scroll down, folks. Hit submit. Though I like Team A's picks there. There's really not much of a debate going with the bonus on most of those, and then obviously against Steven Matz. And Steven Matz's bonus is only 1.5, so you can literally Guzman can cover that within an inning, folks. Whatever you're comfortable with, you can see the multiple buy-ins there. Head down, hit submit, and you're in to win. Folks, our gunslinger Team A had not one rapid fire prepared for you, but two. Team A, on to the next one. Line them up, knock them down. You're on fire today. Loving it, buddy.
So the night games, same rapid fire 4 out of 4. So we got Garrett Cole against Joe Musgrove. Okay. No. Okay.
Is there Jason? Maybe scroll all the way over and see if there's a bigger rapid fire that had those matchups in it. You know what I mean? Just no.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is we can fill some time here. We can always come back to that. We got the Blue Jays at the Tigers tonight. We already talked about Steven Matz. You know me, folks. Always on those Blue Jays. Tend to be right from time to time. Yeah. Well, it really has become one. I actually showed up for the show today, everybody. I was the last one to show up, and these guys actually had put in the rundown Blue Jays before I had even got here. So let's get into it now, folks. Steven Matz, we say he's not the biggest strikeout pitcher. He has been playing better as of late, but 6 strikeouts is a lot for a guy like Steven Matz. And we used the word volatile earlier in the show. Team A did to describe Aaron Nola, and I think that's a very good word to describe Matz. Because if his fastball isn't on, then the command of his other pitches goes just completely out the window, because he really relies on that fastball to set the zone, set up the targets, and then get those ground outs and those pop-ups. Not a big strikeout guy. So I'm leaning towards the less. And basically any guy going up against the Blue Jays right now, when they're seeing the ball the way they are, I'm going to take less in the strikeout. No offense, Matt, but that's where I'm going. Team A, how do you see this opening more or less, the featured more or less contest for the Tigers and the Blue Jays?
So I'm definitely taking the under on, or I guess less on Matt's. We have him projected to go 5 1/3 innings. So, I mean, 6 strikeouts and 5 1/3 for Steven Matz. I would say that's probably unlikely. And then Matt Manning, we have him coming in at 2.3 strikeouts. So taking the under there as well.
Perfect. The model agrees with my analysis yet again. That always makes me feel good. Folks, scroll down, whatever you're comfortable with. Again, hit submit, and you're in to win. Now let's go look at a rapid fire contest with the Blue Jays. If that's not being updated, we can just go check it out. 3 for 3 is usually the way to go. Perfect. Love it. In that matchup there, I understand Manning's got the boost, but I think Steven Matz can pitch longer into this game. Marcus Simeon, you mentioned him earlier in the show, seeing the ball right now so well. The Blue Jays bats, when they do get hot, they're so streaky. I mean, they were so bad the last 2 weeks, and now they seem to be turning it around again. So I have to lean towards Steven Matz in the total bases. I like Miguel Cabrera. I like having that extra boost in the total bases in a game where I think there could be a lot of hits. Matz gives up a lot of hits. Obviously, the Blue Jays bullpen doesn't have that depth. So I'm going to lean towards Cabrera. He's a veteran hitter. Maybe doesn't run the bases as quick, so he might not pull up the doubles. But I like the bonus, and I think he could swing for a couple singles today. And as for runs and RBI, you're going to have me very hard pressed not to take Vladimir Guerrero with a bonus and runs and RBI match.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's like clockwork. 15 minutes into every live stream, Connor's internet just says, nah, it's been 14 minutes and 37 seconds. Is he back? He's back.
Yeah, it's the printer.
It's the printer.
I keep connecting to the printer's Wi-Fi. I gotta like forget this network.
You need to turn off the printer.
The printer's off. It's the printer's Wi-Fi. Anyway, back into the. I don't understand. My little sister, sometimes it happens. My little sister's got like a Bluetooth speaker. Things are weird up here in Canada, folks. We're still living in the 19th century. Anyway, Team A. How did you see my analysis on that one? And what do you see in this matchup here, this rapid fire?
I'm gonna need a wobbly pop after this stream. So the only difference is
head to the driving range, hit some balls, get some sun, a little vitamin D. Couple beers, you'll be feeling good. A few wobbly pops, you'll be back on it.
Yeah, the only difference is I'm taking Jonathan Scope over Miguel Cabrera. Even with the bonus, we have Scope at more total bases than Miguel Cabrera.
All right, boom, folks. There's the one difference there. But sounds pretty consistent with the other two, so you can always scroll through and see if those line up across any other rapid fire contests. So scroll down, pick your buy-in, scope. Nope, Mats. Yes. Going on top. Hit submit, and you're in to win. Now, let's go check on our rapid fire contests. And if not, Team A, guy from Maryland, living in Georgia, fan of the Yankees. So if we can't get that rapid fire contest up, folks, we'll just go check in on our New York Yankees. And boom, guess who's back?
So what I got?
Back again. Tell a friend.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. So I'm taking Garrett Cole over Joe Musgrove. We just have Cole projected for the most strikeouts.
Well, even
with the
Garrett
bonus.
Cole. If you know Garrett Cole, you know he's throwing. He's always a threat to get double-digit strikeouts, and that's not a boost to him. He's legitimately a threat for double-digit strikeouts every time he steps out there.
Right, yeah, and even with the bonus, Joe Musgrove is not at Garrett Cole's projection. So take Garrett Cole there. I'm taking Fernando Tatis. Already talked about how he's one of the highest projected in the model for total bases today. And I'm taking Manny Machado. He's got the bonus, and it's a pretty good matchup against the Angels, and they are throwing don't know yet. So that's usually a good sign. And then for strikeouts, I'm taking Sean Manaea with the bonus. Even without the bonus, he looks better than Logan Gilbert does. So taking Manaea there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he's actually got the 0.5 bonus, but hey, that's one of those ones that you have to hop on, folks. And there you go. There's the 4x4 that we've been waiting for. Scroll down, hit submit, and you're in to win. $5 pays 45. Team A out here making it rain on MKF Live on the Fridays for our MLB streams. Now, let's go check out those Yankees. I know Team A loves to talk about the Yankees. They got a late game today. Taking on... Wow. That's Team A's bread and butter. You know, when we're going to check out the Yankees and it's a featured rapid fire, it's just God. The baseball gods are looking down. If you build it, he will come.
Yeah, so for the Yankees game, I have the rapid fire 4 out of 4 pulled up. And let's make sure that's the same. Looks good. Okay. So I'm taking Sean Manaea actually with the bonus. 2.5 strikeouts is a lot. And that's good enough to push him over Garrett Cole for me. So we have Manaea at 6.3 strikeouts, and we have Cole at 8. So I'll take Manaea there with the bonus. He's a guy that, is volatile, like we talked about, and he can run up the 10 plus strikeouts. So definitely take Manaea there. And then for hits and walks, I'm going to lean on the bonus and take DJ LeMahieu. He's grades out relatively the same to Stanton, so I'll take the bonus there. And total bases, I'm taking Aaron Judge over Matt Olson. Just seems like possibly a higher probability matchup for Judge than Matt Olson. So I'll take Judge there. Really, their upside's pretty much the same to me. And then for total bases, I'll take Matt Chapman with the bonus.
I like it. Like it a lot. Yeah, Team A, as I said before, coming in, making it rain on MKF Live Fridays. Folks, there it is. Whatever you're comfortable with, scroll down, hit submit. Team A is obviously all over those Yankees, so you can expect big things from Team A on MKF Live Fridays. Tyler, any other thing that you want to focus on today? Any other picks that you were looking at? Anything specific that caught your eye? Because, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you had another rapid fire up your sleeve.
Yeah, I actually do. With the Giants and the Braves.
Giants, first team to win 80 first team to get 80 wins this season in the majors. They're looking good. What a division that is.
Yeah, it's a 4x4. And yeah.
The question, Tyler, can you explain why the 4x4 over 5x5s or 3x3s? Any specific reason?
Well, the 4x4
So, but the 4 out of 4 for me, it just it seems more likely than going for, like a 5 out of 5, or if there's anything more than that, because obviously it's less picks, and then I like going with the 4 out of 4 because it offers more upside than if you're just going for a 2 out of 2. Mm-hmm.
The buy-ins, baby. It's all about the good paydays. And the good news is, folks, if you're watching along at home and you don't want to play the 4 out of 4, you can probably find these matchups or the individual ones in the 2 out of 2 somewhere else if Team A really hits on something that you like, or if I say something that really perks up your ears. Team A, take it away. It's rapid fire time.
I lost it. Just one second.
Kevin Guzman, Max Fried. Max Fried has a bonus. Got Freddie Freeman in there.
Points.
He's going up against.
There we go. Okay.
Later.
So I'm taking Max Fried with the bonus. With the bonus, he goes over Gosman. So taking Max Fried there. Both really good strikeout pitchers and should go relatively deep into the game. Take Austin Slater for hits and walks. He's typically a guy that hits left-handed pitching really well, and he grades out really close to Freddie Freeman. So I'll take the bonus there. For total bases, I'm actually taking Ozzie Albies. Ozzie's been hitting really well, and he grades out really well for total bases. He is, let's see where he's at. We have Ozzie Albies at 1.9 total bases, so he looks really good today, and he's swinging a really, really good bat. And then I'm taking Wilmer Flores, so going with all the bonuses. Flores is typically a guy that hits left-handed pitching pretty well, and we have him only at 1.5 total bases, but Duvall is pretty close to that, and Flores has got the bonus. So we have Duvall at 1.6, so
we're riding with the bonuses in the Braves game versus the Giants tonight. That should actually be a really good game. Obviously, the Braves, they're in the hunt for that NL East pennant there, now that the New York Mets have completely fallen out. But one thing to note about the New York Mets, if you are a fan, there is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel with the news about Jacob deGrom maybe coming back. Maybe not, but hope. As our producer says, hope is a dangerous drug. I follow him on Twitter. You should do it too. Goodness gracious, just the most salty fan in the background here. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to Monkey Knife Fight Live. That's Team May. You can find him on Twitter at Team May DFS. Tyler May, as always, joining us for our Friday shows. I'm Connor Rowntree at Sports with Tree. Folks, it was so much fun. I actually don't really want to go, but here we are. We got to do it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. And remember to hit it hard.